Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous day. We're doing the Trump reading, the latest on that prediction that I did, that there'd be another assassination attempt on his life. It happened yesterday. And thank you, Patrice. It came 5 minutes ago. I was intending on, I thought, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do another one of the videos, and then I'll do this one later. Well, as I did my intro for the other video, there went the Ring doorbell. And I'm like, yes, it is here. So, what do we know? The Trump shooter, let me grab my phone up here. Okay. The Trump shooter and his son. Okay, that's not what I want. It happened in Florida. At a golf course. It was at I think his golf club or something like that. And, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Me and my fat fingers. The suspect is in custody. They found his backpack. They found the bang bang. I am looking for the suspect's name. Let me do this. Clear this other search. Sorry. Okay. The FBI is investigating what apparently to be an assassination attempt on Donald Trump at his private golf club on Sunday, which was yesterday. I am looking for, and this was in West Palm Beach, or West Palm County or whatever. I am looking for his name. Ralph. Last name was Ralph. Okay, Ryan Ralph. He had been to Afghanistan, was recruiting soldiers to fight for Afghanistan, and different things like that. Strong criminal history. His son came out and did a statement. His son's still over in Hawaii. And his son said, oh, that doesn't sound like my dad. My dad would not do anything. This had to be a misunderstanding. My dad, the worst that he's ever done is have a traffic ticket. FBI dug up more than just a traffic ticket on this dude. So we're going to dig into this. You're going to get a look at the cards. And we are going to take a look at him. Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. Okay, so here's the deck. I'll show it real quick. this is upside down. Okay. This is an extra card that they included in the deck. I just read about it. If this card shows up, then you have to say, no, this is the situation. What would Trump do? This is to prompt you to ask, okay, if in Trump's situation, what would he do? You know, I'll show a couple of the cards before I do the reading. The Magician, the High Priestess, a lot of Melania and Trump in this, the Empress, I really like that. The Emperor, and look at him being on the golf course. I shit you not. There he is, the Hierophant, the Lovers, Ace of Cups, Make America Great Again on the hat. All about hats. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. So you get the picture, right? Okay. So, you know me. I am going to mix them up first before I flip any reversals in this. If I use reversals in this reading, we will see. But I like to get a really good mix. Otherwise, every single major arcana card would be reversed if I would have started shuffling them in. Okay. So I like to get a good shuffle, and I'll be right back. For this read, I'm going to leave reversals out of the tarot. But I wanted to show this. This is the Tower card. There's the Twin Towers. I'm not done shuffling, but I just had to show that. That was just so fitting for the energies. And I typically like to start with Oracle cards, but I'm so anxious to dig right into this. So, okay. I am going to use one of my other new favorite decks. It's an old one I've had for a long time. I may use this. Okay. Just kind of want to get it prepared. All right. So the first things first. Why was this done? Is there a conspiracy around this? How did he know that Trump was going to be at that golf course? A lot of questions. Okay. Let's take a look. Couple more shuffles, and then we're going to get, and then I'm going to start digging in here. I've been shuffling to get a good shuffle, good mix in here. Okay. Okay, let's start with the origin of this. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a message. It could be paperwork. It could be a contract. Interesting. This is making me think that he was paid. He was hired. And the agenda of this whole thing, it's the 8 of Cups. The agenda, I don't think, was really it was to take Trump out, but I don't think it was to kill him or vote him off the island. They're trying to scare Trump into quitting and dropping out of the race. I think that's the real agenda. Hidden influences. Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a dueling. It is also something that people aren't seeing, not seeing things. But in here, if you look, Melania is not blind. But in this deck, I would look at the Two of Swords as a fence sitter. Okay? What is hidden is somebody sitting and watching. There's somebody else involved. There's two people involved. Another suspect that is not being accounted for. And they may not know unless he talks. Right? Okay. And how is this appearing to the public? Very mysterious, the moon. The public is very well aware, in general, that we are not being told the whole story. There's definitely somebody else involved, I feel. And we're not being told the whole story. There was an agreement between the shooter and somebody else to get Trump to walk away. One way or another. Either scare him to walk away, and I will get clarifiers on this, or to take him out if he doesn't walk away. Now they're saying this person's in hiding. I'm being drawn to the boat here. Even though Trump is in the boat, yeah, they want him to go, but he escaped injury again. But this boat is making me think that the perpetrator left by night by boat. There may be some people with theories, or somebody may have seen the perpetrator and didn't realize who he was in a boat. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. The future projection. Four of Swords. Okay, I get it. There's somebody else out there who is lying low. But the future projection is putting something to rest. Recovery. Now we know that Secret Service opened fire. I'm wondering if there was a second shooter or somebody else. And the gun they found, was that really the perp's gun, or was a second shooter's gun? I'm thinking somebody's lying low, but they're going to be able to put something to rest. I'm wondering if... So I think there was somebody else there with him. If that person is injured. Might find a body somewhere that is connected to this. This could even be two people that were paid. One as a backup. But who was the backup? Okay. Now, the overall illumination. Justice will be served. You know, it's gone through the justice system. There's decisions being made here. But there is somebody. I'm telling you, there's a second person out there. I'm going to ask the cards to, if they could clarify this Eight of Cups. We've got the Sun and the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very dynamic, very brilliant, very full of energy in the positive aspect. Somebody who's on fire. Somebody who has that charisma about them. Someone who won't back down. And the Sun, happy, spotlight, you know, brightness. This is making me think is also making me think that somebody wanted to be in the spotlight. Somebody seeking attention. Somebody who wanted to be the person that says, I put the lights out on Donald Trump. But this person was angry. The shooter was angry, and it was noted by his son, the son. His son came out and said how much his father hated Trump, but his father would never do anything like this. Interesting. Okay, this Two of Swords. Can you confirm if there was more than one? Was there more than one? Is there one still out there? King of Wands. A kingpin. Yep, there is somebody else involved. Sometimes it shows up as Trump himself, the King of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. There was a change in plans. There was somebody else involved in the planning of this to move forward with the shooter. But there was a change. What was this change? What was this change? The Star. They were found out. The change had to do with the Secret Service spotting the one. The other one fled. I'm telling you, he fled on a boat. I think there was definitely more than one. Did somebody flee on a boat? Five of Swords. Winning at all costs. Bullying. A fight. So, the moon energy, what aren't we being told about? Because the public is saying that this is suspicious, there's something we don't know about. We got the Five of Swords. Something very nefarious. Ace of Cups. And Page of Cups. Page of Cups is typically a communicator, heartfelt communication. There's some kind of heartfelt communication, empathy that was not authentic. The Fool. So this is probably going to mark a new beginning, a new way of campaigning. But people are looking at this very apathetic. I think there's emotional support being poured out towards Trump as he's an innocent victim. But there's something very nefarious. And this is what the public is aware. They're like, I think that I'm hearing theories are going to really start flying. But I do feel that somebody that he was connected to, the shooter, paid him. Show me this Four of Swords. Knight of Cups. There is somebody and the Death card. kind of what I thought. He was injured, and I said I thought that they're going to find a body. He was either injured by the Secret Service or injured himself. And I think under the surface, they're looking for a young person who was trying to escape capture, who was part of a plan. Interesting read there. I'm wondering if we're even going to hear about this, because if it's going to come out in the news if there was somebody else connected. Excuse me. Now the son claimed he learned about it on the news. But did his son know? Did Ryan's son know that? And Ryan was 58 years old, by the way. His son was in his 30s, early 30s. 32, 34, something like that. Did his son know about this plan? Oh, we got a card that just flew right out of the deck, didn't it? This card wanted to be heard. 8 of Cups in the reverse. I will read it in the reverse because that's how it landed on the floor. This is Trump saying, I am not going anywhere. There seems to be a return of something here. Ace of Cups. A change in fortune. So I'm seeing this as taking a change in the dynamic. But did Ryan's son know about this plan? Absolutely. Aces are yeses, especially in the upright. That is a yes. But he knew that there was things did not go according to plan. The son helped birth this idea. Now, the son is definitely worried. Will Dad rat me out? Or will Dad protect me? He's definitely worried. Ryan's son is. Ryan's son helped birth this plan. Eight of Pentacles, yes. He's worried about this now because he knows he helped work on the details. Counting the money. Holy shit. This person's counting money. The two people. Father and son. The father was the shooter. The son was the planner. That's where it came in. Two people got paid for this. And that death card in the last spread, and within the same line column as the Four of Swords, makes me think he's going to take himself out before he's captured. Okay, let's start doing reversals. I used to be a person that couldn't stand. I wasn't drawn to reversals. I thought it confused things. Now, it's hard for me not to use reversals. I never thought I'd say that. Never thought I'd see the day I'd say that. But What I want to ask now is the FBI on the trail of Ryan's son? Is the FBI on the trail of Ryan's son? And if what would Trump do card comes up, I will always read that in the upper. No, in the reverse would be what would he not do? Okay, got it. Are they on the trail? The devil in the reverse and the nine of swords in the reverse. The devil being exposed, breaking a chain, four of swords in the reverse, or nine of swords in the reverse. I don't think they're on his trail yet. But there is a level of concern for him. Seven of swords in the reverse. He's not running. The Tower's they're going to catch up with him. Twin Towers. This is the Tower card. This is a sudden revelation. And the two. Very tightly together. I'm reading this more than just the Tower card. There's going to be a shocking revelation in regards to his son that they were working together. Somebody getting caught with their pants down. Lies being exposed. Okay? And the truth coming out. And then we got the Strength card. Really don't care, do you? He's thinking about it, thinking this is a nightmare I'm not going to wake up from. I would say, judging by the energy, right now, they're holding off. They're questioning him. I think Ryan's son is on the radar, but they're not digging too much into him because he's in Hawaii. But there's definitely a cover-up with him. Some deception is... He's going to get caught in lies. The Seven of Swords, this is somebody lying, getting away with something, stealing something, something being stolen, something being lied about, this is an escape. This is getting caught. There is something here that is going to be discovered in regards to their connection. It's going to be shocking. Strength. Brute strength, 8. I'm not sure what the strength is signifying, with the exception of maybe perhaps, usually it's about inner strength, taming the lion, having a sense of power. The power. Can I get another card for the strength, please? Show me strength. Another card for strength. Clarify strength. Page of Cups, the child. Having the power. Four of Swords. He's lying low, but he had the power. Emotional connection, the child. Makes me wonder if he's a water sign. I just have to put that out there. Because that's the vibe I'm getting. Somebody very emotional. I'm getting high emotions from the son. Not so much from the father who's in custody, but the son being emotional. Okay. What is the connection between a son and anybody with this assassination attempt? What is the motivation of the son? And I'm going to need to use Alicia Wicker's spread, I think, on this one. What is the motivation of the son's involvement? Or what is his involvement? You know, I just want confirmation because I was getting that he may have been the mastermind with all this. The Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords in the reverse. The Star. A sense of hope and a dream, a plan. He's the star of the show. He put together 10 of Cups. This was a family thing. He was involved with some sort of family with the 10 of Cups. And money moving into the family through a deal that the son was a star of the show of putting together. The future. There's the Page of Cups again. The Empress. Giving birth. King of Cups. Emotionally charged. A discovery that he was the... They're going to figure out that he was the mastermind. The King of Cups could be, very well be his father. His father not taking the fall. The hopes, the lovers, the decision, the partnership. Four of Cups, apathy, external influences. People's not looking at him right now. The sun is being overlooked. The fear. Nine of Pentacles, losing my freedom. So right now, this is appearing to be his partnership being overlooked, and he's hoping that it remains that way. But there is that fear of losing his freedom. Internal influences. The Hierophant. Somebody going back on their word. Going against the norm. Going against the rules. The Hierophant being the father figure being knocked off his throne. What's the obstacle? The Fool. Innocence. Or not so innocent. Or Donald Trump. Donald Trump himself is going to be an obstacle. The Sun wanted Trump knocked out so bad. Let's do Mildred. I'm tempted to get out the True Crime and Conspiracy. We might. Okay. Let's take a look. Nine of Cups, a stick. To me, that is beating somebody down. The House. The White House. Or something about the home. The stick. is branching out on your own, maybe representation of power or abuse. Abuse in the home. Abuse of money. There was some kind of abuse in the home. And the Two of Swords in the reverse is somebody in plain sight. This person is in plain sight, and the decision was made. Money and the partnership. Scourge. To inflict pain and punishment on somebody. I'm seeing weapons, money and weapons being supplied. It may not even have been their weapons. Wondering if that's going to come out in the news. But there was definitely an offering of some sort here. And now, this whole family is being shamed over it. But this is a punishment. We got another card behind the punishment. Time. Okay, this is saying that they are going to do time. The son is going to get caught. I believe that. The son is going to get caught. There is some kind of physical trail that leads to the son, that leads to somebody else. Time is up. This is saying the punishment of time. He could do time if he doesn't take himself out. But that's just it. I feel like law enforcement is on a time crunch to get him. And the Ten of Cups, I don't think I need to do the star, because that simply put is saying he was the star of the plan. He was the star that got this going. I would say that the son is the one that birthed the plan. Okay. We've got the owl. That is ancient knowledge, wisdom of cooking up a very toxic plan. There was toxicity in that household. There was abuse, I'm telling you. There was abuse in that family. And the snake in the grass, the attack, hidden. So the plan was, and this has been a plan for a while. The Empress is birthing the plan. Page of Cups. Okay, this King of Cups. I'm curious. Emotional restriction. Not showing emotions over his incarceration. Water. Is he going to give up? A cleansing. A candle. And the hand. The father's going to give up the son. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be a challenge for the son to continue on proclaiming his innocence. Show me the Fool. The challenge is innocence. The Lighthouse. The Acorn. The lighthouse is kind of like a warning of a storm. A storm that the sun is going to be going through. And the acorn is one about prosperity. The acorn is a plan. The acorn is future potential. Okay? And it's the possibilities, longevity, good luck. And this is kind of like his luck running out because this is in the position of the challenge or obstacle. Okay? Growth. Spotlight is going to be on him. And he's not going to be able to move forward as an innocent man. And that is what is reflected in his fears. Right here. Him being found out. Okay? Him losing his freedom. Interesting. Oh, we had the girl. Is that the mother? Or is that another sibling? I don't know where this card came from, but it came here with the house. A female. I wonder if there is more to that to the father. The candle is enlightenment, shedding light. Yeah, he's not going to be able to hide. The son is not going to be able to hide. I think the abuse, the son, there's something going to come out about Ryan's son. There's going to be a spotlight put on him as well. And I think for other things other than not just what happened yesterday. Let's go ahead and get this deck out. I'm going to pause the video to do a quick shuffle, then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the cuts right on screen. And to split the deck. I've already did major shuffling. Okay. So I'm just going to put the energy out there before I even pull the cards. Because I'm going to be looking to see if I get confirmation. Confirmation on little boys, little girls. Or a particular little girl. Some mistreatment in the past. Like a skeleton in this guy's in the son's closet. Okay. Am I on the right track with this? Am I on the right track with what I am thinking? Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. There's something off about the son. I picked that up when I watched a video and heard him talk. Secluded area. Natural causes, unnatural causes. He's in a secluded area. He's trying to keep the dominoes from falling over. And this came out in the reverse, the no, the wrong way, which is saying I am on the right track. He is secluding himself. This is kind of funny. If you look at this looks like an island with mountains. That's what Hawaii is. They're volcanic mountains, right? And kind of the water. I think the sun's going to be hiding out. And they're telling me I'm on the right track. School in the reverse. Not learning. Legal proceedings in the reverse. This is telling me that he has avoided any kind of legal proceedings. This is making me think everything is so hush-hush, but I'm on the right track concerning a girl. Might have been somebody he went to school with, and this happened outside of school. So I'm thinking teenage years. Whether it was documented or not, I do not know. But it feels that this is a skeleton in the closet. Maybe I'm wondering how he got out of that. But it might be something that comes back up in order to prove a mental competence or a frame of mind. Outer space. Success in the reverse. Gaslighting, manipulation, control. He's not going to be... There might be some gaslighting that goes on behind the scenes, but it's like... Or somebody out of control. A failed attempt. Success is failure. Outer space is outside. I'm getting that literally outside in a secluded area. He's going to hide out. Portal 5D in the reverse. But he's not going to be able to escape. Right in the reverse. He's not going to want to face the music. Failed attempt outside. There's something failed here. So let's pick these up. I kind of want to focus on this failed. What is this? What is this? Something, it could be a failed attempt on Trump, but I'm feeling more like failure to capture the sun. Remember in that previous spread, I said to avoid capture, he may self-delete off this earthly plane. Quietly taking himself out in the wilderness somewhere. Follow the money in the reverse. Right in the reverse again. Distraction in the reverse. Disposing of evidence in the reverse. Evidence, the disposed evidence is going to be found that the whole thing with the father was meant to be a distraction for a much bigger plan involving behind the scenes other people and secret money being thrown around. This whole plan was a total failure. I'm really looking for clues if he's going to be captured for sure or not. So far, I'm not seeing the self-deletion. Or could it be a faked? F-A-K-E-D. Faked self-deletion. And him make it look like he did this to himself. But him hiding out in seclusion. Maybe that's why it's not coming up here. Abuse, neglect. I think that's what's going to be the digital in the reverse. some kind of digital things about little girls. I'm figuring it. I think it's little girls. Danger. Trapped in the reverse. I will not be trapped. I know that there is a danger of discovery about other things that I've done in my past. This is coming out again because I'm reading the Sun. I have self-sabotaged because of my past dealings. I am getting out of town. Organized crime in the reverse. He's gonna try to say that he acted alone. But I'm getting that there was organized crime here. There is an organization out there, a secret organization that wants Trump out. And they're preying on innocent people and coercing innocent people who publicly say that they are anti-Trump, and they strategically pick particular individuals. And I think they were looking for somebody young, but Ryan stepped up and did it instead. Remember that Change of Plans, the Wheel of Fortune that came out? I think the kid was supposed to be, a burden. It was a burden to the father for his kid to be involved. I think the father found evidence of what the kid was going to do. And the father already had a criminal history, and he wanted to do it himself. So he's the one that traveled alone. Now there's a sense of, what do we do now? The labyrinth. A lot of unanswered questions, secrets underneath, a secret plan underneath the deck. I believe, just like the last kid, I think Ryan's son was meant to be the person pulling the trigger, not Ryan. Family tree. He had to protect his son. He wasn't going to let his son. He was covering up for his son. There's a female. I think he's always covered for his son. There's a female here. I don't know who that female is, who's looking at it in the shadows. People backing the female. People connect. Okay, because I don't want anybody knocking on my door, I'll let you figure out who that female is. It runs really deep. This is reminding me of Deep State. There is somebody in the shadows who is dictating it. It is a feminine energy. Somebody who has the power. This scheme of things that I'm picking up on runs really deep. Organized crime that doesn't look like an organized crime situation. And they're preying on young people. That's why I kept getting Page. A couple different times I got that Page of Cups. You know, offering this young people money to do the dirty deed. But the father stepped in and said, no, son, I'm going to do it. You just cover my ass. And I don't believe the father thought he was going to get caught. This is the security of their family. Doing this for the future security of their family. Man and woman. the star, the plan, the guide, the guidance. Okay. The man was receiving certain guidance. And I was thinking directly about this woman and what's her part in this. This is all about the security of his family, and she's above him in this spread, and that's where he is receiving his guidance. And I think that was the sun. And so that's where the change of plans came up. And I think somebody is not happy at all. There's somebody in power. And let's take a look at that. Let's get the tarot back out for this. There is somebody in power. I think they're worried now. Okay. I'm going to do another one of Alicia's spreads. No, I was told to do my spread. My conspiracy. Because there is a deeper story to be told about this. No, I go back. Alicia's spread. Current situation. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something not going according to plan. This has been planned out. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's that female. Somebody is lacking the confidence in the upcoming election. I'm putting it out there. And there was a plan cooked up. Something didn't go according to plan. Future. Oh, actually, it's supposed to go this way. The future was the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. A loss. A plan that was worked on. A loss of money. A loss of work. In the past. This is somebody with ill intent. Somebody angry. And a plan was cooked up behind the scenes. It may even have been a sudden. But something didn't go according to plan. And now, there's a lot, whether that's money or votes being lost. Overriding concern. I shit you not. With the people in power. Now I'm reading the people in power, not the perpetrators. That was to carry this out. Not Ryan, not his son. 9 of... This is the 9 of Wands. Overriding concern is how am I going to protect myself and keep this information from coming out? How are we going to keep Ryan from talking? And I am also looking at visually, I'm looking at this fence. Kind of reminds me of bars. Overriding concern is imprisonment. Emotional undercurrent. 3 of Wands. The plan. Moving forward. You know, this is like, how are we going to move forward with this? Now, we've got a real problem. Ryan wasn't taken out. Ryan is in custody. And now he's in custody. So we just can't have something happen to him. How did the Secret Service fail to take Ryan out? There is where, you know, that success card in the reverse, the failure, that's what that was. the failure to take Ryan, the actual SHOOTER, out. There's a loss here coming up, a lack of work. This could be, I'm just saying. Let's look at the fear. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Not being able to move forward in the election as a candidate. I'm just putting it out there, allegedly speaking. And how are we going to keep our secret quiet? I'm telling you, he's front center stage. He's behind bars. He's captured. How are we going to stop him from talking? The obsession. There's a fucking page of cups again. Yeah, this time in the reverse. Obsession with silencing the child. Their objective, their goal. Ace of Cups. To continue to win over America and beat Trump. Ace of Cups. We're offering a solution and trying to show some love towards Trump. I'm going to put it out there. Showing love towards Trump. Showing that they are concerned. Their obstacle. Holy shit. The Four of Wands. The obstacle is the stability and the stronghold. The American people. This looks like a courtroom, doesn't it? The obstacle is what's going to come out in court. I was going to use Mildred, but I told to bring this one out. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go from the past. Or, no, that's the overriding concern. Okay, the past. The Queen of Wands. In the reverse. This is somebody ill-intended. And these I don't read in the reverse. Jacob's Ladder in the City. This is somebody in the past who was looking from rock bottom and looking up. How am I going to get out of this situation? I would say she was not very confident. A lack of confidence in her. And how are we going to gain some ground and raise herself up in the public's eye? So there was a plan that came up in regards to this assassination attempt. And we're going to say, okay, show me the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We got an agreement, a partnership, father and son. But this was a partnership that came up with this plan. Karmic relationship. I just got to say this because my guys just said this, that Trump has built up a lot of karma. He's made amends for some of his karma. But that just came to me. But currently, there is a karmic relationship between two people. Could be the father and son. Could be in politics. But this feeling like when you think of karmic relationship, it means it's a relationship that's usually toxic. They were looking for a negative situation, a negative relationship between people to carry out such a plan. But something did not go according to plan. There's going to be karma that is going to be paid out. Because somebody is losing work, somebody's losing their job, 8 of Pentacles. I'm wondering if there is going to be someone like in the Secret Service or something like that is saying, well, you didn't take the shooter out. As soon as you should have been on alert, how did you even allow a shooter to get that close to Trump? There is somebody who's going to be a fall guy. A seed planted mustard seed. I need another card. Finger of God. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh. Somebody in power. This guy is the least of your worries. You've got God to deal with. I think, once again, I'm getting a reading of God is tired of the shit. He's coming in and stripping people of power. Now, the overriding concern with that Nine of Wands. Are we going to be able to withstand this? Or are we going to get cut off? Again, how are we going to get to him? How are we going to shut him up? Rose, maybe we could sweet talk him into taking the fall. This is a repeated action. And I'm going to put this out there, allegedly speaking. The same people that got the issue in Pennsylvania, got him involved, that kid involved, are the same people with the scourge, repeat, the same people who was getting this 30-some-year-old man involved. That his father, Ryan, stepped in instead. Now the scourge is arguments. It's a disagreement. There are disagreements that are happening about how do we deal with this. It's almost like one person is suggesting physical dealing. Someone else is suggesting sweet talking, sweetening the pot, sweetening the money to take care of his family in exchange for his silence. That old saying is coming to mind, you can catch more flies with honey than you can vinegar. Now, the emotional undercurrent is the Three of Wands. Emotionally driven plan. Show me that. Show me the Three of Wands. I don't even know what time it is. Oh. It's 11 o'clock. I will have to edit and upload this later. Too many cards. We'll take this one. Karmic shift. That was the change. You know, the change of plans. Okay. The emotional undercurrent. Karma coming in. The cross. The burden. So the emotional undercurrent is our plan did not go as it was supposed to. Now we have this shift in energy that we have. There's people high up that are very, very worried about this right now. And they are afraid that they're not going to be able to keep him quiet. It's almost like I feel they have an intimate knowledge of Thomas, who was the original one from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, that tried the deed in Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm thinking they have knowledge about this. Star of Bethlehem. Guided. Divine guidance. How it's like instructions. Follow us. Cup overflowing. So the overriding concern is that other people on the good side will be a cup overflowing. They're afraid they're not going to be able to stop his mouth from running in order to save himself or to save his son. And the obsession with is going to be with the son now. The devil, deception. The son's part. The son was manipulated. The son is tied to that. And there's an obsession here with the fox, with the woman. Oh, shit! The son is obsessed with I'm just going to say it. God's told me to say it. He's obsessed with Kamala Harris. That's where the obsession is. The goal, or with that Ace of Cups, fence sitter. So we're going to sit on the fence and watch. People were in the background watching. The son was watching. Yes. Watching behind the scenes. Yes. A confirmation. Somebody's watching this whole thing play out. Now, with this Four of Wands as their obstacle. Roadblock. This whole thing could block them. I'm going to say block the Democrats from getting to the White House. Player. Somebody playing. There is a player that is putting up a roadblock to the White House. And how this whole thing played out. So, you know how people make decisions, sudden decisions. How this is why it's hard to read too far in the future, especially about major events like presidential election here in the United States. It's because it goes up and down. Energy goes up and down. People make choices. People make decisions as part of free will. And this is what a lot of people don't understand about psychic readings and stuff. You could see the trend. You could see where things are going. But somebody can make a sudden move, a different move, out of free will, and it changes everything. This here is yet another nail in the Democratic's coffin. This here is going to change the tide with the election again. So, this is where I am going to stop. I'm going to drop the mic. I have to get in my car and start DoorDashing in 15 minutes. I will be back to edit this at the end of my DoorDash shift. I shit you not. When I picked up this half the deck, one card dropped. And I was told to look at it. Deep state. Boom. Mic drop.